Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 8 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode, we've got the magically appearing Spirit of an Era by Drew, which has some interesting color choices. We got a fantail back here with the rudders and propellers. Looks like it has 4 quadruple-barreled turrets, some lifeboats and a mast, and a couple of funnels. I'm wondering, are those... Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick unpause. Aha! I was like, what are those things just sticking out of it? What is going on with that? And sure enough, they were mimics that hadn't loaded in properly to make the ropey line things. So there we go. Got that straightened out. The superstructure down in here. Oh. An engine underneath the deck there. Kind of flat-sided. Not a whole lot of shaping to the hull, but there is some. It's got this, I have no idea what those are called. The pointy thing at the bottom. I'm sure it has a name, but I don't know it. And yeah. The quadruple barrel main guns. 4 of those. I think I mentioned those already. Yeah. So that is the Spirit of an Era by Drew. Its opponent today has decided to instantly fire its gun. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to try and clear the smoke. It's not fully cleared, but at least now we can sort of see. This is an APS gun in the rear here. Then we've got a quadruple-barreled cram cannon. Couple more of those APS guns. And then 3 more quadruple-barrel crams. I think there's another one of those APS guns up here. Yes, there is indeed. We've got a rudder along the side there. Some props and another rudder. All stone side. Some repair bots in the deck there. And yeah, we've got the superstructure. I think these are, yeah, those are fake guns, but little decorative secondaries. And we've got the, like a command center type place up in here. That's pretty cool. And what about inside here? Nope, it's just a big empty space. Wait, were those local weapon controllers? What are those control? Oh, the, okay. Why? I don't understand why those are there. But okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of shaping to this hull either. Just kind of a box with 2 diamonds, or with, a diamond cut in half and placed on each end. Not even really any paint. Not much of it anyway. So yeah, that is the Dorchester by Defective 2000, I believe. Yes. I almost forgot there for a moment. I'm totally great at this, I swear. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the battle underway. We'll see which of these ships performs better in combat. Spirit here took a little bit of a hit to its deck, but nothing major. Ooh. Superstructure took some big old blasts there, but superstructure's not important. This rear turret is just getting into firing arc. I'm about to blast away. Not that we can see it because there's so much smoke. Oh, those shells fell down underneath the Spirit. Let's go check out how the Fort Dorchester is doing. Taking some hits to its side and belt armor there. Doesn't seem to have gotten too terribly deep. Ooh, that's a pretty big hole. That must have been multiple strikes in the same area. Oh, Fort Dorchester getting a bit of a lean on already. This rear APS gun is not aiming. It looks like it might have taken some damage. And there were some hits in and around that area. Fort Dorchester weathering the hits fairly well, but it is losing HP faster than the Spirit is currently. And that lean, the listing, is not good. Ooh, direct hit to that turret. Cap popped straight off. Tons of damage done to the internals. I don't think we're going to be seeing that gun in action again this battle. Oh, another one gets popped. Looks like that one got hit in the side and then the HE blew in. Possibly got in underneath the cap. Oh, that's going straight for that APS gun. I think those might be no, there's magazines, but that's actually all contained within the cap. Is that just that's just metal plating around the gun? That's not even. That's just. It's not like actual metal blocks. It's just the decorative metal plate block, which has like no durability. Oh, that's an 80% in sinking. The Fort Dorchester did not manage to stay above water long enough to do a whole lot. It does have one last shell in the air. We'll see how that plays out, which it fell short. Judging by some of those tracer lines, it looks like the Fort Dorchester might be suffering from a lack of individual local weapon control, as much like we saw in the Mega Dozer. So yeah, we'll go ahead and clear out the scores from yesterday's fight because I keep forgetting to do that. And then let's see, 93.1 for the Spirit of an Era, 90.1, and 0 for the, why is that showing as 100 score? It shouldn't. Or wait, yeah, no, it should, because these are showing as despawns. Never mind. I forgot how my own formula works. The Fort Dorchester gets a 0 for round 1. Was 80% in sunk. So we'll go ahead and get things loaded in here for round 2. Oh, right. It disappears when I get out here. I was like, where did the Spirit of an Era go? Spirit's initial shots landing fairly well. One of them kind of sort of missed, but then detonated against the side of the ship anyway. That was also really loud. Just all of a sudden a ton of shots going out from the Fort Dorchester. If all of those hit, they will do a lot of damage. And yeah, big hole blown in the side and underside of the Spirit of an Era there. But doesn't seem to have done any critical damage. Well, 2 of the barrels of this forward gun seem to have been disabled, but oh, there's all kinds of damage damage done in the middle of the ship here. Repair bots are working at it though. Oh, has it lost propulsion? Oh, it has. That's not good. Well, this gun took a lot of hits here, but it seems to be just fine. The armor held up. Ah, because it didn't actually hit the gun. It hit the deck in front of the gun. It looked like the gun itself took direct hits, but they actually fell in front of the gun. Those shells were going to a pretty similar area, but did not get to see what happened with them because obtrusive smoke. Yeah, let's go ahead and check on the Fort Dorchester here, see how it's doing. A lot of its guns don't seem to be aiming anymore. One of them is flat out destroyed. This rear gun, still not aiming. I don't know if I've seen it ever aim. I'm not sure. It's like it seems like the entire gun is contained on that turret right up there. So, it doesn't look damaged. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, looks like the Fort Dorchester has gone dead in the water now, and the Spirit of an Era has repaired its engines and gotten underway again. Ooh, that's a little bit too over. Oh, that's gonna basically go straight through the bow. Seems like it was either an over-penetration or those shells have timed fuses or altitude fuses on them. It didn't seem to slow down though, so I get the feeling like it... Well, no, it was probably an over-penetration. Anyway, Spirit of an Era at 96.5% life. Fort Dorchester down to 73.5%. Fort Dorchester's not doing too well right now. But it doesn't look like it's about to sink. Like it's a bit low in the water and it's got a little bit of a list, but it doesn't seem to be quite having the buoyancy issues it had in round one, and that gun just got slapped across the face. That is it. You are done. So now it looks like all we have left is this APS gun mounted on the top of the superstructure there. The forward APS gun, and then the forwardmost cram cannon. Ooh, that shell got really close to hitting that turret. Really close to hitting that turret. Yeah, it does look like the Fort Dorchester may survive to 2 damage this time. Ooh, yep. And that's the last main gun destroyed right there. Oh, and that APS gun just got knocked off the roof of the superstructure. So I think this APS gun right up here in the front is the only functional weapon left on the Fort Dorchester. But it'll be out of its misery here soon enough. It's at 57.6% health. Or it can 80% and sink again. That works too, I guess. Either way. Either way, that is a despawning and destroyed Fort Dorchester. So for this round, we've got the 96.9 for the Spirit and 0 for Fort Dorchester again. Alright. Let's go ahead and get things into position, and everything's all dark because I hit start before everything finished loading in, because when you, for some reason, when you do that, it keeps the lighting level and then finishes, you know, brightening things up once you start the match. Excuse me. Had kind of a bad cough for a while now. It just won't go away. Dorchester having a little bit of trouble getting moving, it seems. It's going, but not quite as easy as it seems like it should be. Maybe it's taking a bit of engine damage, but not enough to knock it completely dead in the water. And this turret seems to have gotten stuck on the mast behind it. Perhaps the turret was in the process of turning and then the mast got repaired over the barrel. Whatever the case, that gun is stuck in that position at the moment. It might just need to turn left instead of right to break free, but it does not seem like the weapon restrictions were set up with that in mind. Oh man, the Dorchester's going down quick this time. It's not even 80% yet. And yeah, it's earning DQ time. This ship has a serious sinking issue. All the Spirit of an Era really has to do at this point is get it down to 80%, or, you know, better yet, just let the timer tick down. Take the next 35 seconds of in-game time to repair and get your score up. And then let the tournament mod do the despawn for you. Wow, this thing has gone way down. Yeah, so the altitude fuses on the Spirit of an Era are preventing the shells from landing. They're detonating before they can get down to where... Oh, wow, the Fort Dorchester is completely underwater. That is no doubt a sinking despawn. So, yeah. That is it for the Fort Dorchester. And the Spirit of an Era gets a 99.6% round 3, which is really close to a perfect score, but not quite there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.